Hello, folks. So, I thought I would come on here and spice up the channel a little bit and do some crochet. So, originally, my channel back in the day was mostly crochet, and then I added more things to it. This time, it's the opposite. Ooh, where I'm doing mukbangs and going to be doing cooking, but I'm going to add in some crochet every once in a while. So, I just thought I'd come on and yap away while I start making a hat. I doubt I will do a whole video until the finish. It can take me, depending, I haven't crocheted in a while, and this is a different hook. I really like my clover hooks, but this one is a boy hook, B-O-Y-E. I don't mind them at all. It's just that I prefer the clover hooks. It's really funny once you start crocheting how you get used to one particular hook that you enjoy, and then all of the other ones kind of feel inferior to it. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just that you have a favorite. So I used to crochet a lot and do craft shows and sold quite a bit of stuff. But, with the goings on of the world, there haven't been any shows for the past 2 years. I could have probably made a whole bunch of things to have ready for when everything does start going again. But yeah, no, that didn't happen. My nails are actually a little bit long right now for crocheting. I feel them kind of catching. Some people, they have no problem with it, but I do. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's just me. Now, as y'all know, I have a lot of intricacies and quirks. And having long nails, even though I love it, I don't like when they catch on things. So, we'll see if I don't end up cutting them down a little bit. 15. I think I'm going to start with 16. 16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I met a ton of amazing folks when I used to do crochet on here. You kind of, oh no, already? Oh, good. You kind of end up becoming friends with people who are doing the same craft that you're doing. At least I did. And I'm assuming that it's the same for everybody else, which is why I ended up becoming friends with those people. So, I am still friends with quite a few of them that I met through the YouTube circuit of crocheters and crafters. I'm super happy about that because, it's nice to meet new people. They're all over the world. Different languages, different cultures, nationalities, everything, you name it. But when you have something in common, it doesn't matter, right? We can basically, especially with the internet, my gosh, you can talk to anybody from around the world. I now have Zoom, I have WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram. I do not have Twitter. I mean, I have it, I just don't use it. And I had TikTok, but I deleted it. That being said, I will probably join up to them again. I have LinkedIn as well because of my business, but I don't use that at all. And the good thing is that when you find people that you have something in common with, it's like you already have stuff that you're going to be able to talk about, right? So I think that that's kind of why I like talking while I'm eating, because we all eat, obviously, and I think it's kind of cool to just sit down and have a conversation. So that's actually the way that I am in real life, obviously, which I find it makes it easier to transition to doing videos like that. If I'm sitting down with somebody to eat, I like talking and, talking about our day and how everything went. And if you have to vent, let it out. Or if you had a good day, let's celebrate that, I'm really all into being present in the moment and listening. I love listening. Like, I could listen to a person talk. Unfortunately, it relaxes me, so I do end up sometimes falling asleep. Not to be rude to the person or make them feel like they're not interesting to me. I just get so relaxed that I end up fully relaxing my whole entire body. And then I'm just it kind of soothes me. Almost like when you're reading to a child. And I think that sometimes when I read books to children, I can almost tell if they need me to be monotone or if I can use an animated voice and they'll still fall asleep. Because I love changing my voice and fluctuating it and like acting out how the character would be in the book and stuff like that with my voice. I love reading. Kids' books mostly, but I thoroughly enjoy reading. And I just think that it adds so much character when you can change your voice and um, the kids get more into the book. But like I said, if it's bedtime, you might not want to get them all excited. So I can usually judge by the kid how I should read the book. I used to have well, I still have it, I just haven't activated it in a long time, a page on Facebook where I was reading kids' books. And some of you were, part of that. And thanks, because I really enjoyed doing that. I actually have thought about starting it up again, where I would just grab one of our kids' books. We have way too many. And read it. And just, the kids loved it. It became a regular thing. During the lockdowns, it was hard, right? I know that we were all craving socialization, especially littles. They don't understand why we are not able to go out and see our friends and go to the drop-in centers or the park or whatever, so it was really hard on everybody. So I found that kind of helped me get through the hard times of not understanding myself why the whole world was changing, And I don't think any of us expected it to go on this long. I don't think any of us thought that we were going to live through something like this. This has been life-changing. Oh, I can tell that I haven't crocheted in so long. I honestly would be going 100 miles an hour. This is slow. And my fingers are getting tingly and falling asleep. I used to be able to crochet a hat in like about a half an hour. Believe it or not. I'm at 7 minutes. Or 8 minutes right now. And yeah, I'd probably be a third of the way done right now already. I'm sure once I get going again at it, it'll be better. And like I said, if I had my proper hook, because it changes your motions if you don't like the hook that you're using. See, it's getting kind of caught sometimes, and that completely changes the speed that I'm going at because I'm trying to be careful. But years and years ago, I used to work at the craft show with Diva Dan and Mikey. I didn't work, I volunteered. Just sitting on one of the little benches and crocheting. It was so fun. And they used to give me yarn just as a thank you, which was, of course, like beautiful to me. I loved it so much because I can crochet fast and talk and interact with people. It was great to have me as a little part of their interactions with their fans, basically. I love Diva Dan and Mikey. I haven't watched their channel in so long. I really should check it out again and see how they're doing. Oh my goodness, I miss everybody like that. Who else did I? Beth in Texas 1, Bob Wilson 123, which is Claire, Neen, Southpaw Creations, so many of you. I know I'm going to forget people, so I'm just not going to say everybody's names because then I'll feel bad. But there's a few amongst the millions that are out there. It's funny that I was saying the other day, we get used to watching certain people, so of course we watch them. And if their channel changes, we kind of get disappointed in the fact that They're different from what we're used to. But friends, honestly, there are hundreds of thousands of videos out there. And if a person makes something that you don't like, you don't have to comment something nasty on it, or even that you dislike the video. Just move on. You know, go to another video. My goodness. Don't watch them. And if you don't like them, you got to remember that commenting, even negative comments, if they are a monetized channel, they're earning money from you saying something or clicking on their video. Oh, I messed up. So, whether you like it or not, you're helping pad their pockets with money. Because there's a lot of drama channels on YouTube. And the thing is that, especially mukbangers, I mean, I guess that's because that's my, circle that I'm involved in mostly because of my eating videos. I started watching other people before I started filming just to see what they're about. And there are some who are so awesome, so smooth in what they do, and the editing is just on point. I don't edit, as you know. I film on my phone, and I do not edit anything. It goes up as it is, blowing my nose and all of that. Don't care. It's part of me. So, I wanted to see what other people were doing before I started filming myself. And then there were a few channels that I was watching that were so pure and so serene and so quiet. And, they would get a certain amount of views. But when they would do a video that had some drama in there, they would get a ton of views. So, of course, they realize that that's where the money is, especially if they're a monetized channel. So they keep going with the drama. So then it becomes kind of like an act. And I don't even care. Fully support that. You make that money. You know it works. And as humans, it's kind of just our nature that we, get involved in the drama situation, and we make it more fun for them as well, because we do comment more. And, when your channel is monetized, that's how you make your money. You make your money by the clicks and the interaction on the video, not just the views. So it's ironic, right? When you don't like a video, you don't really say much. But if you can get involved in the drama in a good way, and you say something because you're annoyed at what's happening, and if the content creator is actually smart and they interact with you back, sometimes there can be a back and forth banter, and that creates more of a want for the person to come back. It's a game. It really is a game. My channel isn't monetized, and even if it was monetized, I'm not into drama. But the funny thing is that if I was, it would be so fun. Like, I would act out some scenes and, be all into it. And when you feed into it, it makes it even more of a show, right? So the people who watch you get more entertained, and it becomes like a cycle, right? It's really cool. I think it's interesting how we are. And I myself have been, I've watched channels for a very long time, and they were kind of small, and then they made a video, and it went viral, and they got big because of that video. So, of course, then they have to keep that show going. And, I would comment, like, I'm really sad that things have changed, but I get why. And I understand that, that's the way the world is. And sometimes you need to feed into that in order to make money, which really sucks. Excuse me. Don't start barking. He's hearing something in the hallway. All right. Oh my gosh. So I'm home. I've messaged on the WhatsApp group to try and get somebody to cover my shift tonight. The nasaliness is already gone. I didn't take anything today, only the NyQuil last night. My hands are so dry, friends, that this is actually like irritating my skin. Ugh. I'm sure you can hear that. It's so scaly and gross. I have the fireplace going on in the background. If you can hear the crackling, I love watching it. It's so calming to me. And whenever I go to a friend's house and they have a fireplace, I love when they put it on for me. I just love it so much. I like sitting by it and crocheting or talking or both. See, the only thing with crocheting like this is that it's less interacting with you all. And I'm just sitting here, la la la, I'm in my own world when I'm crocheting. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way, but this is so soothing to me. It's the repetitive motion, it's the feel of the fabric, it's creating something, it's watching the project grow from the actual start of it. And this is just going to be a plain red one, but I do all kinds of character hats. And watching the character come to life is amazing. It's so fun. My favorite of all time will still be the Minions. I love making them. I actually have an order for some characters from a dear friend, and I need to go and get the yarn for it. So I'm going to message her and let her know that I will probably go maybe this week, actually. Well, this week coming, like next week, on one of my days off. I'll go and grab some yarn. I go to the yarn guy. It's at Dawes. It's on Dawes Road, on Gower Avenue. Gower Avenue or Gower Road? I think it's Avenue. Anyway, 15 Gower, I believe it is. And it's this big warehouse outlet type place. It's amazing. I wish I could go to the Spin Right factory. Oh my gosh. I would, I think I would spend way too much money because some of the yarns that they have are just so glorious. Oh, I only use acrylic yarn or cotton actually. I won't use any animal based yarns. That's just a personal choice again. I don't want to hear anybody, with their drama about it. Um, that's been a long time. I just feel comfortable with that myself. So, and they make some really, really amazingly soft acrylic yarns. This one is it's okay. It's not the best. It was from the tent sale, as you saw on the wrapper, so it's kind of like economy, economy yarn. I'm not even sure what kind of a hat I'm making right now. I was going to make a toque, but the more and more that I go along, I'm like, oh, what would be really cute is a beret. I haven't made a beret in years. I haven't worn a beret in years. I didn't like a beret when I had short hair. I didn't like the way that it looked when it sat on my head. But I love a beret with longer hair. Or I could make a newsboy hat. Um, We'll see where I end up. I'm at 18 minutes right now. And I think I'll go until about the half an hour mark. Maybe. And then I'm going to have to stop. So what I'll do is I'll leave it after that until the next time that I film. So that it'll just be filming for YouTube when I'm doing this crochet thing, whatever I'm making. And I need to go to Michael's. Oh, I love Michael's so much. Michael's, if you haven't been to Michael's, friends, oh, I wish we had a Joann's here in Canada. I think they ship to Canada, but to me it's not the same. I'm a very tactile person. I like feeling the yarn that I'm going to use. I want to know that it's not going to be scratchy on my skin. I guess I could order, if I did, I could order ones that I've used before that I know that I love. And that way I would know what it's already going to feel like. But I just love the feel of yarn. Even like when I go shopping for clothing, the first thing I do is feel it. Does anybody else do that? I'm really like, I have to know that it's going to, and not only do I touch it with my fingertips, but sometimes I'll put it on my skin. Because obviously it's not your fingertips that are wearing it. My hand is like got weird wrinkles in it, I guess, from just the way that I'm holding it. Things I notice, I'm telling you. And I have to be super careful because of my trigger finger. But my thumb is held straight out when I'm crocheting, as you can see. So it wouldn't be bent all the time, which is the thing that gave me the trigger finger was the quilting clips when I was clipping my masks together to sew them. There's a spring in those clips, and it's quite strong, and repetitive motion injuries are no joke. Repetitive strain injuries, or whatever they're called. I don't know. But it was not fun. A lot of people in my OA group knit or crochet. It's so fun to see their creations coming to life. I just love creativity in any way, shape, or form. Doesn't matter what it is. Shoot. I'm not that good of a painter, but I like doing it. So when I did used to paint, it was kind of just like splattered on the canvas. It didn't matter what it looked like. All right. There's the base circle done. I think that's all I'll do for now. All right, friends. I hope you've enjoyed this sit and crochet and yap with me and ramble. It's okay. It's a school bus. Charlie, poor Charlie, he jumps up when he hears beeping like that because he thinks it's the fire alarm, but it's not. Not the fire alarm. Smoke detector. See? All done. It was a school bus. Alright, friends, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you know when I'm putting up a new video. Obviously, it's not always going to be mukbangs, like I've said before, because I do want to kind of open my channel up a little bit and do different things. I am going to go shopping, actually, I don't know when now, because it depends on if this cold actually turns into anything or if it was just nasally this morning and last night. Alright, love you. Bye.